I just came out of an emergency meeting with a good friend of mine because I felt like quitting because I didn't know what to do anymore. I just turned into a feminine soy boy basically, with letting my feelings decide what I wanted to do with business. And in this video, I want you I want to explain to you what to do if you want to quit. Because the whole point of YouTube is it's not really making videos, it's not really talking. It's the most important thing is just keep going, consistency. If you do this for a year, 1.5 years, it's guaranteed that you're gonna get success. It's guaranteed that you're gonna build a nice audience. It's everything is guaranteed basically if you just keep going and improving a little bit by a little bit. But then you just don't need to quit. And didn't really want to quit, but I was thinking about the whole situation, and I became a little bit insecure. So I called up my good friend, and we sent voice memos to each other, and he instantly said like, okay, emergency meeting, we need to call. He's 9 years older than me. I'm 21 and he's 30. So he instantly said like, okay, I need to speak to this guy. Let's have an emergency meeting. So it was almost 2 hours. I think it's longer than 2 hours. No, almost 2 hours. The meeting, and it was really valuable. He basically gave me a little bit masculine guidance, and I got some critique from a job basically a job application, and nothing bad to the guy that interviewed me basically. But I became a little bit insecure because of it. And this is an authentic channel. I'm gonna tell you, bro. I became really insecure, and I really didn't knew anymore what I needed to do. Also because I didn't really agree with the guy. Like he gave some critique, like you can't build anything without having anything. But the whole point of my videos in the main channel and the second channel is documenting my journey. And I document my journey while building a nice physique, while trying to achieve wealth, while attaining more knowledge, all these things, while having a nice health, like a productive health as well, without brain fog. And this documenting could eventually led up to a nice YouTube channel with a lot of value, because I document everything I do and I tell you my lessons while I am in the process, and I tell you things I already did. I can tell you how to become a bit muscular from a skinny guy. I can tell you how to upload your first 50 videos because I did that on multiple channels. I can tell you how to get rid of your brain fog, because those are things that I did myself already, and I can document that and I can tell you that. But that's why I didn't really agree with this critique, with his feedback, with his advice. And that's also okay, like you're both masculine men, so you can do whatever you want. But I still became really insecure for some reason, because I just didn't know anymore what I had to do. So that is why I had the emergency meeting, and that's also why what my advice would be to you if you are making YouTube videos, what I think you are doing, because otherwise this is not relevant for you and you would have already clicked off. If you make YouTube videos and you're thinking about quitting sometimes, you basically need masculine guidance, because if you turn into your emotions, then you're going to make a lot of bad decisions. There was a nice line, like a nice quote that Charlie Morgan said: always keep your feelings out of your long-term decisions from your company or like in your business, like in any aspect of your business. Always try to remove the feelings out of those decisions, because your feelings cannot make good decisions. Your feelings can only make good decisions in relationships, or maybe in your health, like when a certain carb specific type is really bad for you and you feel bad, then you can decide, okay, I'm not going to eat it anymore. That's based on feelings. But never base something in your company, in your business, because of your feelings. So that's something I remembered from what he said. And that's also why you need masculine guidance from, in this case, someone else. I hope you have a friend that can do this for you. I luckily have, so I'm really grateful for him. And I also told that at the end of the call that, like, I'm really grateful that you joined this call today, because, man, I needed it. Sometimes you really lose the perspective, like with your whole idea of your channel, and if you should continue or not. So I had this moment this evening, and we jumped on a call and we talked about everything. He asked me like, why do you make these videos in the first place? Like really basic question, why do you do it and who do you want to help with it? And all those questions then come up and the answers come up in your head, and that way you make a solid argument for yourself why you should keep going. Because if you give a lot of answers to those questions like no one has helped and I don't really enjoy it and it's useless, then you should quit, because then you don't help anyone and you don't enjoy it yourself. But if the answers are I enjoy it and I can provide value with it, then always keep going, because then there's no way that you should quit. And then it's just feelings that are currently acting up, and then you should just ignore them or talk about it, but don't act upon them, because that's just stupid. So if you feel like quitting or feel like changing a big direction in your business, first talk about it with someone who is neutral in the situation, like who is objective, not you, because you are really subjective, because you are also thinking about you're also thinking about money, about women, about everything that is involved on the side. And this other guy is just looking at the situation like his new view on the situation, and he's like, okay, but it's really stupid to quit now because you didn't even really try it for 3 months and you're still enjoying it. So why do you want to quit? And it's not certainly because my results are not good. That's not the reason why I wanted to quit. It's more that I felt like, do I really have something to say? That's basically the reason why I hesitated, and I was thinking and considering all those options. And he was basically, yeah, the whole point is documenting your journey, and you're probably top 5% of all 21 years old in the world. So why should you not do it? Because it's really valuable for other people who are way below you to watch these videos. And that's a bit arrogant and a bit narcissistic, but it's true. I genuinely believe that I'm at least top 10% 21 years old in the world. It's also not really hard in this country where I live in, because if I was born in Africa, it would have been a lot harder. So of course I'm grateful for that, but that makes it a lot easier as well. So if I'm a top 10% 21-year-old, then I should definitely document my journey, and that's definitely valuable for someone who needs to hear those lessons. So if this is the case for you, if you're sometimes in this situation and you're in your feelings like, oh, what should I do? I don't feel like continuing, and maybe I should just stop recording videos, and I don't feel like this. Talk about it with someone who is objective, who is neutral in the situation, who looks at it with a different view, maybe even with more than one friend, and just ask them, is it stupid that I'm thinking this? And most of the time, the answer is yes, it's stupid, and it's a bit optimistic to think that something else is going to work out instantly, because that's not the case, and that's quite stupid to think. So always be realistic, and also just look at what you've done. I've not even published 100 videos on my main channel. This is mainly going about the main channel. I didn't even make 100 videos yet. I'm almost 3 months in, not even like half a year or a year. And then it's really normal to have those results, and that everything is still growing, and that you need to find my videos, because it's a completely new channel. So the algorithm needs to push it, and people need to recognize you, and people need to think, oh, this guy is trustworthy. And if you see 2 videos, you're like, okay, this guy is decent. But at the 10th video, they're gonna subscribe, because then they think, okay, I'm genuinely have a better life when I follow this guy than when I not. And that's something you have to build up. That's not something that will come from today to tomorrow. That will an overnight success takes 1 to 2 years basically. So I need to put in the time, and that's the answer to my problem. And I hope you got some value out of this, because I think you are also creating YouTube videos. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be this invested in this channel, in my channel. So I hope you got some value out of this. And please remember that if you are in your feelings and trying to make decisions based on your feelings, first go to a masculine guy and ask him, are my thoughts stupid? And if he looks you in the face and he says yes, then you know enough, and then you can be grateful for him that he's in your life, and that he can give you some good advice maybe. And I will do the same with him. He was like the guy I'm talking about now. He was like complaining for 2 days, I guess, that his video was not performing, and he really thought it was a good video, and he was so sad because the video he had before had 800 views, and the new one wasn't performing well. It was a better video, and he was sad and everything, and I was like, okay, feminine soy boy, shut up, you just need to keep going. And he did, and I'm also not allowed to make jokes about it anymore. And that's good because he fixed it, he kept going, and he stopped complaining. So you need each other in those situations, man, and be grateful for that. But remember that if you want to make those decisions, please first go to a masculine guy, or maybe even more, to ask, am I doing stupid things right now? Are my thoughts stupid? And if they think no, it's really, maybe you should consider doing that, then you can think, and maybe I should make a new plan, or maybe a new long-term vision. But first go to someone who's objective, because those whole personal channels are of course based on one person with one set of feelings and one brain. So maybe sometimes it's good, if you want to make a long-term decision, that you look through someone else's eyes that doesn't have your feelings and everything in the mix, you know. That is also thinking about girls, thinking about status, thinking about money. Now he's just thinking about the channel, what's the best for the channel, and then he can probably give you some masculine guidance. So that's my advice. This could have been a way shorter video probably, but I just needed to get this out, and I still think it's a valuable video. So thanks for watching to this part. If you have some comments on this video, please comment below. Maybe you have some advice for me as well that is valuable, that I can do the next time. And if you want my personal help with building up a nice physique, getting nice health, losing weight also, like fat, not muscle weight, all those things I can help you with. There's a free coaching call link in the description that you can book and have a free meeting, and look if we fit together to work together. And follow this channel and leave a like below if you want to listen to my daily lessons like these. And thanks for your attention, and I will see you tomorrow.